Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So this one's gonna be a little bit different. I've never done anything like this before. You know, I love my Stitch Fix unboxings. I am a Stitch Fix stylist. And right now I'm in between boxes. So I just had one come. Now I'm set to get one in about 2 weeks because I get them monthly. And while I'm waiting, I thought it would be interesting for me and hopefully for you to go through my Stitch Fix purchase history. And I'm looking down at my laptop because I have it set up in front of me, open to my Stitch Fix account, and I can see everything I've bought over the past couple years. This is gonna be really interesting. I'm doing this because I'm in the middle of a massive closet decluttering. I am done buying things just because I wanna buy it or I'm in a mood to buy. I'm kind of like on the cusp of what I would categorize as a low buy year. Just being very intentional with what I'm purchasing, where my money's going, and also just, you know, like kind of scaling back. Like I have so many clothes. It's ridiculous. And so what I want to do is create almost like a capsule wardrobe, but one that just makes me so happy. Like I don't care if at the end of the day there are only 5 sweaters hanging in my closet for winter. If there are 5 sweaters that just make me want to leap for joy, I'm totally fine with that. And you know, part of any decluttering is it's really just a reckoning of your past style preferences, past style mistakes, past style missteps for any number of reasons. You know, so I have been methodically going through my closet from time to time and just pulling things out and putting things into piles. So I have a donation pile, I have a sell pile, things I'm selling on eBay or in consignment shops, and then, you know, a separate pile of things that I just look at and I want to just sing for joy. Now, to give you a little bit of history as far as Stitch Fix is concerned, as I've said before, I've been styling for Stitch Fix for 3 years now. I do love it. It's one of the many things I do. And to be honest, it took me a while to start getting fixes. I just felt like it was going to be a black hole that I did not want to start, you know, running around because at the time I was kind of coming out of some financial difficulties and I was definitely being very thoughtful about my money and had learned some hard lessons, and I just felt like it wasn't something I wanted to pursue at the time. But eventually things stabilized and I did start getting fixes. So looking at my purchase history, I started styling for Stitch Fix, I think it was in like January of 2016. I didn't start buying until June of 2016, which is a tremendous amount of willpower for someone who loves fashion and clothing. You have no idea what it takes to not go batshit crazy and buy a bunch of stuff because, you know, I spend a lot of my days styling you guys, and as I'm doing that, I'm constantly seeing things and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want that so bad. So the first thing I ever bought from Stitch Fix was a Jilly maxi dress. Now, to give you some perspective, I had never owned a maxi dress before. I'm 5'4½". I just felt like they're gonna overwhelm me. I don't want a skirt that's like dragging behind me. And then this one, for some reason, just totally caught my eye, which I think is hilarious because I don't even really like paisley, but there was something about this dress where I was just like, I have to have it. I can remember getting it and feeling disappointed because the skirt was a polyester type material and I thought it was gonna be more of like a cottony fabrication. So that was one thing that was kind of a bummer. I remember the first time I wore this, it was to get pancakes. It's so weird that I remember that, but I wore it to get pancakes during a brunch. I literally wore it maybe one other time and it has sat in my closet ever since. The next, oh, this just breaks my heart. So as I've talked about before, in the summertime, I love like just plain white tops with patterned shorts, floral shorts, whatever. So I saw this crochet yoke top from Skies Are Blue and I just fell in love with it, and it arrived and it was adorable. It kind of had like maternity top vibes, but I was into it. I loved it. And I wore it constantly. The problem was I went to wash it And oh my gosh, do you guys ever do this? You wash white clothing and it comes out of the washer with like this weird yellow stain on it. That's what happened with this top. I put like stain, you know, remover on it. I tried washing it multiple times, different detergents. It was just, the stain was not coming out. So unfortunately, I ended up throwing it away and it broke my heart. Now the next item for some reason is just showing up as like a blank image. It's the Adelaide woven fold over clutch from Urban Expressions, and it is this little guy right here, which when I saw it, again, this is one of these like, it's getting to be summertime, I want color in my life purchases. It's adorable. I love the color. I love the woven, you know, fabrication. And then the inside is what totally kills me. Like, I love it when bags come with fun linings like this. I just think it's adorable. And again, I'll be honest with you, I think I've used this like 2 or 3 times. I never use it. I never use it. I've thought about selling it. I can't pull the trigger on it because I just think it's so much fun, and I keep telling myself, you have got to start using this. I'll tell you why I don't. So in the summertime, I almost always, 99% of the time, I'm wearing a nude sandal. And I like my shoes to match my sandals. I'm one of those weird people. Like, I don't like 10,000 colors going on. There has to be some type of like cohesiveness to some aspect of what I'm wearing that usually ends up being my shoes and my purse. So I have this adorable vintage woven like basket type handbag that I constantly use, and I love it. So because I'm constantly using it, I never reach for this guy, but I don't know. I'm not ready to give it up quite yet. I am gonna keep it in the rotation because I'm gonna try to force myself to use it this summer and spring too, because it is super, super cute. Okay, so scrolling right along, the next thing I bought was this Lovapella Dolly Mesh Detail Knit Top. I saw this, I just fell in love with it. I love black and white stripes, they're my thing. I wore this a couple times and I liked it because the back was longer, so I could get away with wearing it with leggings, which I adored. What I didn't like was, so that mesh detail, it goes across the shoulder blades, but it also came down the arm. And every time I put it on, like the arm would twist. Like I couldn't get the arm, or the sleeve rather, to stay so that mesh portion, that mesh detail was just in the back. It was always kind of like twisting. So some of it was, you know, coming forward, some of it was in the back. The arms were a little too tight for me, although the rest of the shirt fit fine. So eventually it just kind of like started gathering dust in my closet, and I have no idea what happened to it. I think I donated it. I think it got on the chopping block for one of my like donation piles. And then next we have the Carla Knit Maxi Dress from Stylist. Oh my gosh, I saw this dress. It was love at first sight. I adored it. I received it. I adored it even more. The only thing I will say about this dress, and this is with any maxi, my problem area is my lower stomach. I just have like a little bit of a bump down there. And so obviously a maxi dress is not exactly going to conceal something like that. It kind of draws attention to it, especially when you've got horizontal stripes going across that particular area. So sometimes I feel a little self-conscious about wearing it. I don't wear it as often as I would like to because of that, but it is super cute, and every time I wear it out, I get compliments. My boyfriend loves this dress. And it looks super cute, like even tucked under a jean jacket. So I'm sure I will be wearing it again this summer. Now, the Marisol mixed material knit top from Paper Moon, this was totally unlike anything I had ever bought before or have bought since. I just thought it was fun. Like I was coming out of a period in my life that was really tough, and I just wanted like fun clothing to just lighten the mood. And I saw this and I fell in love, and it is super cute. And again, it was one of those things where I wore it like maybe 2 or 3 times. I don't know why I didn't wear it that often. it was in the donation pile for a long time. It's been in the donation pile multiple times, and I always pull it out because I think I can't get rid of you. I'm pretty sure it's downstairs in a clothes bin because I switch out my clothes like season by season. I hope I didn't get rid of it because as I'm looking at it, I'm thinking I would actually like to wear that because it was also super comfortable. It was a really, really comfortable top, and you know I love navy and white, so no brainer there. Okay, so moving right along to the next row, the Kamilah Dress from Market & Spruce. This was such a disappointment to me, and I should have known better. That detailing that goes like behind the neck, drove me crazy just because I could not get it to lay right, and I am hyper about things laying right. Like even collared tops, usually I can't stand because like one, you know, like this is up here and this is down here, and I just want it to lay like nice and flat. So I felt like I would wear this dress and I would constantly be fidgeting, and that usually to me is like an indication that it's just not jiving with me. Plus the outer material was kind of scratchy, at least with my skin. And I'm noticing like every year my skin gets more and more sensitive to soaps, lotions, any type of perfumes, and it's becoming very, very sensitive to fabrics. There are some fabrics that I cannot wear, wool being one of them. If like a top has 1% wool in it, my skin, it feels like needles just like digging into my skin. So unfortunately, this has finally found its way onto my eBay page, and I will link that listing below because otherwise it's in beautiful condition. Now, the street level Anchorage diamond printed tote, I think this is so funny because I bought two of these. I bought it in navy and I bought it in black. I've loved them both to death. The navy one survived. The black one just totally disintegrated on me, and I would stuff these suckers. I would use them as carry-ons when I was traveling. I'd stuff my computer in them, you know, if I had an appointment or needed to go somewhere with my computer. They were a great little like auxiliary bag if I was going over to my boyfriend's house. And what happened with the black one is, so these bags, the way they're constructed, there's 3 sections. So they have the middle section, which has a zipper, and then the 2 outer sections have snaps. And on the black bag, on the black version of this bag, both of those outer snaps just started to separate from the fabric. And then, so I couldn't use it anymore. And then the blue one, actually, the zipper broke. So it's very hard to like pull the zipper shut. But otherwise, I got great use out of them. I mean, you figure 3 years, that was pretty good use. And moving right along to the Keziah shirt dress from 41 Hawthorne. This was another one of those items where I saw it and I just fell in love. Navy white, like, you know, the story, and then the pop of pink was really like turning me on. The fit is gorgeous. I mean, it just, it looks so good. I love it. But I noticed like last summer I wasn't really reaching for it. And this summer when I pulled it out, it was kind of irritating me. The pattern was irritating me. Like, I just feel like the pattern is too jarring for me right now. That might sound really weird, but one thing I'm noticing, at least definitely in the colder months, I do not like pattern. I like almost like all solid colored clothing in the wintertime. I don't know what it is. That's just what I like. Now in the summertime, it tends to be like this explosion of color and pattern. But I'm noticing, like, even as we're inching towards warmer weather, the patterns that I like are deliberate patterns. It's not like something chaotic or jarring, which to me this just seems like it is. I don't know if that's making sense, but I have it poised to be put on my eBay page. I haven't pulled the trigger yet just because I love the fit of this. And so sometimes when the weather flips from cold to warm, the way I look at clothing changes. I know it's like, it's so weird. weird the way I am with clothes, but this is how I am. So because it's still kind of cold, I'm thinking that might be the reason why the pattern seems so jarring to me, because I'm just used to wearing solid colors. So I'm kind of like keeping it like tucked away just to see, okay, once we get a good sunny day, am I gonna look at it and fall in love again, or is it just gonna be like, ugh, too much? Now this Carla crochet detail blouse from 41 Hawthorne, I love, 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 love this top, mainly to tuck into skirts. I have a pink like fit and flare skirt that I love wearing with this. I have a navy fit and flare skirt that I love wearing with this. The crochet detail is absolutely beautiful. I love the color story. It's not like anything else I have, so that is definitely a keeper. Oh, so the Pistola Matilda raw hem crop jean. Oh my gosh, let's have a moment with these jeans. Okay, so here's the deal. In real life, I fully believe I'm a size 6 jeans. However, because of vanity sizing with jeans today, a 4 typically fits me. I can on occasion stuff my little self into a size 2 if I really want to. And these, I saw them and I used to hate black jeans. I hated them. I thought they were obnoxious. And then one day I woke up and I was like, I want black jeans. I want them to have like frayed hem, and they have to be button fly and high rise. And literally I was styling some clients on Stitch Fix and these suckers popped up. And they were all of those things. And I was like, oh, done, I'm getting you. Did not see them in a 4. I saw them in a 6. And because of my ego, I was like, I'm not sizing up to a 6. Even though that's really what I am. And there was even a note in the listing that said, these run small, recommended that you size up. So I should have just gotten the 6. I probably could have even gotten an 8. What do? I snag the 2. So I get the 2 and I get them. And like when I bought them, this September 2016 when I bought these, I was probably 5 pounds lighter than I am now because I've totally stepped up my gym game. So I've added some major muscle onto my lower half. So to fit my buns in these now is like a thing. I basically have to like get out the Crisco. Slide myself into them, and I can get into them. Oh, it is a tight fit. Like there are times where I'm like, if my uterus is not, you know, cooperating, and you get that bloated, terrible feeling. Oh hell no, these jeans are not going on. Like I wouldn't be able to breathe. So I didn't wear them that often over the winter time, also because in the wintertime, I've just learned that all I want are leggings. Like, that's it. I don't want jeans in the wintertime. I just want leggings. So now that it's spring, and I have lost a little bit of weight in a good way, I will probably bust these out again and try to slide into them because I do love them, but I just think it's so funny that I was like determined to get the 2. It's ridiculous. I am not a 2 by any stretch of the imagination. And then this last top, excuse me, on this row, the Daniel Rain Bel Air crew neck blouse. Let me tell you something about this blouse. I love watching makeup tutorials, and Lisa Elridge, who's a makeup artist in England, was doing a makeover on, is it Rosie Huntington Whiteley? Rosie Huntington Whiteley, I think that's her name. She's gorgeous, gorgeous girl. She was wearing a top just like literally just like this in this makeup tutorial. And I was like, I have to get a top like that. I love that top. And again, it was one of those things. I was styling clients. I had never seen this top before. And all of a sudden it was like divine intervention. It pops up. And so I made a beeline for it. I got it. I loved it. The only thing I don't like about it, it's this one thing, and it tends to drive me so crazy that I don't wear it as often as I should. In the back, there's like extra material that just kind of comes down about 3 inches onto your shoulder blades. And that tends to like move around. And again, sometimes it'll pop out and, you know, I'll catch a glimpse of myself from behind and it's kind of like sticking out like this, like some kind of weird like bat wings sticking out of my shoulder blades. And so for that reason, I don't reach for it as often as I should, but I should probably just take that to a tailor and get it taken care of. Maybe they can tack it because I do love it. It looks super cute with those black jeans when I can stuff myself into them, or even just with like a regular pair of jeans and some black heels for date night. I had no idea how long that video was getting, so I'm going to break it up into 2 parts. So this will wrap up part 1, and then I will just go ahead and upload part 2 and finish talking about what I have bought from Stitch Fix over the years. So thank you guys so much for watching this one, and hopefully I'll see ya in part 2.